Today's videos are brought to you by Ranjan Motors, located at 139 Dusigamana Street, Kahula. Come check them out if you're interested in getting a new or used ride. How's it going, my car dudes? Liam here from the Car Dudes channel, and today I'm proud to present you all a review of this 2006 Toyota Fortuner 2.7V. So as always, I'm going to show you guys the interior and the exterior of this SUV. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Starting off with the trunk. Now, this generation Fortuner, as well as the current one and the Prado 90 and Prado 120, were notorious for eating into luggage space because of the third row seats, which were mounted to the side rather than folding into the floor like a Mitsubishi Pajero, for example. But that's not too bad. It eats in just a little bit. It's not too bad. The seats are 60/40 split folding, and once you do that, you have a nice big load area, as well as not to mention that the third row seats are removable. You should also be careful if you're rather tall like I am. You will bump your head on this because it doesn't open super duper high, so just keep that in mind. But aside from that, it's a pretty nice large loading bay. Coming to the back seat, wide opening doors. Legroom isn't too bad. I'm about 6'3" and I've got just enough knee room. I can tuck my feet underneath the seat. Headroom is also, it's okay, and shoulder room is alright. We have a center armrest right here. Seat back pockets. Overall, it's not too bad. Here's the key fob for the Fortuner. It's Toyota's older style key fob. Underneath this little piece of paper is the Toyota logo. We have our lock, unlock, and our panic button. It is finished in a metallic white exterior with beige cloth interior. Very clean example. Fires up, no problem. Hydraulically assisted power steering. Has a 4-speed automatic transmission. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on the headlamps, the high beams, as well as the fog lights, hazards, automatic driver side window, and we'll check out the exterior. This Fortuner has a 2.7 liter inline 4-cylinder, producing 163 brake horsepower and 181 foot-pounds of torque. It has a 0 to 100 time of 12.2 seconds and a top speed of 180 kilometers per hour. SUVs have changed a lot over the past few decades. Gone are the days where you could load them up and go straight into the jungle without a care in the world. Nowadays, people who own SUVs get upset if there's too much brake dust on the rims. The Fortuner, thankfully, even in its current form, is far from that. The Fortuner was launched at the end of 2004 as an SUV alternative to the Toyota Hilux. No, literally, up until the B pillar, it is a Hilux. This SUV made Toyota's lineup more broad, making this the entry-level body-on-frame SUV. Compared to its bigger brothers, the Land Cruiser and the Prado, the Fortuner is a more affordable option if you want to do some serious off-roading with your family. It has pretty much everything from factory, low range, high ground clearance, and pretty good approach and departure angles. Not to mention, but there is a decent aftermarket for it, so you can properly deck these out for off-road use. The Fortuner was also offered as a two-wheel drive only model, which I personally don't get, because what is the point of buying this SUV if you don't want four-wheel drive? However, if you plan on carrying 7 people quite often, you might want to look elsewhere, as the Fortuner is considerably smaller than the Prado. And third row passengers, children or not, will not have a fun time back there. Prices in Sri Lanka can vary depending on the model and the condition. An early model like this one can go from between 8 and 9 million Sri Lankan rupees, whereas a newer 2011 and up model can go for more than 14 million. Coming to the interior, power windows, locks and mirrors. It's a manual driver's seat. Cup holder in the door. Coming to the interior, it does have automatic climate control, temperature, recirculation, one-touch AC, and our defrost, our different zones, and our defrost here, as well as our hazard light. This one has been fitted with an aftermarket touchscreen system, so I'm not going to go too in depth with it, but it does have, it's basically a very Android-esque system. It has Google Maps, and it has YouTube and Play Store and all that stuff, so it's pretty good system to bring into this car, considering how old it is. Makes it feel a bit more modern. It's got music, Bluetooth audio, and so on. So as far as interior quality goes, this thing is held up pretty well for its age. Everything still feels pretty solid. There isn't a large amount of wobble in the center console. Our parking sensor switch right here, rear AC button, 2 power outlets. We have an ashtray in here with some free money. So yeah, we gotta love used cars. We have a bit of storage here, as well as a cup holder on this side, which is nice. Coming down here, we have a little bit of storage. We also have some storage up here for sunglasses, a manual dimming rearview mirror, passenger gets a mirror, which is nice. Glove box, it is a decent size. 2 USB ports in there. The seats are really comfy. These are cloth seats. They're actually super comfy. I love these cloth seats that Toyota makes. They're so like fuzzy. It's quite flat on the bottom, but they're almost like lazy boy styles. So they're really comfy. They're soft. They'll be great for long journeys. The steering wheel, like I said earlier, it's leather wrapped. It looks like it's been redone recently, and they've done a pretty good job. It feels quite recent. We got our steering wheel controls right here with our volume buttons, seek, different modes, and over here we have info and mode reset. Over here we have our wiper stalks. We have our headlight controls right here along with our turn signals. These gauges I actually really like. They're it's kind of hard to see in the camera, but they are backlit. They're very Lexus-esque. You can actually control the brightness of them over here. So they are actually much brighter in person. The camera's just not picking it up. So you can make them super dim, like you can barely see them, or you can make them nice and bright, like so. So that's alrighty. Well guys, thank you all so much for watching my review on this 2006 Toyota Fortuner. As always, let me know what you guys think of the review and leave some suggestions of cars I should review in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Drive safely till then.